Hi everyone, nice to be here back again. This video will make in English to practice my English a bit. Today we'll show you how to manipulate the color and color specific pixels in the canvas. So for example, if you want to decide for each pixel which color each pixel shall have. So I will show you how to do that and with the canvas in P5.js. See you now. So we will look at how to color specific pixels in the canvas, and to do that we have to understand how the pixels in the canvas actually are represented and how we can access the colors of each pixel. And for that there's a so-called pixels array in P5.js. Here in the P5.js reference we can look for the pixels, and there's some stuff we can find here. What I want to look at is this pixels, which is an array we can call in P5.js, we can which actually every image or canvas has. So if we create a canvas in P5.js, this canvas, or if we load an image or create an image, this image or our default canvas will have this array, which we can set colors in, and these colors then will be set actually on the canvas. So how this pixels array works, that's what I will show you now. If we look at our canvas looks like something like that, and just let's make it simple. Just make it like a 9 pixel canvas. So we have one pixel here, the next one here, the next one here, and so on. So we can just name them here with these kind of numbers. And the pixels array in P5.js contains or gives us the possibility to tell the color of each of these pixels. And if we remember, every color has an R, G and B, so a red, blue and green value, and an alpha value, which is a value of how visible or how transparency of the colors. If we set that to the full transparency, if you set it to full, it's not transparent. If you set it to kind of empty, it's completely transparent. So that's the fourth value we can set there. But the three first ones, so to say, they make the color. So that means that each pixel actually will have 4 values which we have to specify for each pixel. So for one pixel we need 4 values to tell exactly what color this pixel has. So this pixel array actually looks like this. We have a long array, and in the first 4 values we have the values red, blue, G and A for the first pixel. Okay, so the first 4 values are the values for the first pixel. The next 4 values are the values for the second pixel, and so on. And that's how it works basically. So we have then again 4 values for the third, again 4 for the fifth, for the fourth, and so on. And it follows this rule that it starts on the left top and it then moves to the right to the next one in the first row. So it first goes all the pixels in the first row, then it jumps to the beginning of the second row and goes then from here to 4, 5th, 6th, and then to the last row, in this case 7, 8, 9. So that's the order of pixels which are represented in this long array. So that brings us to the next question. If we want to set the values for a specific location in this array, so for a specific pixel basically. So if you for example want to say let's color the pixel with the coordinate I and J at some point, at some coordinate, pixel coordinate, where exactly do we have to look in the this array to actually do that. So how can we calculate that? In this example, it's easy because the canvas is small; it just has 9 pixels. But if the canvas is big as ours, like every canvas where we do interesting stuff, so this is not so easy to understand. So what do we have to do? So let's say we have here, in this case, it's the first. So we always say that we start with index 0, right? So let's say we want to find the fields in the array for the 5th pixel here. So it's the first column and the first row, right? Or actually, yeah, that's fine. Actually, let's take the second row here. So let's say we want to find this right here. Okay, so we want to the first row, the second row, but the first column. And yeah, which position is this pixel in this pixel's array? Okay, so where do we have to look at? Where are the fields for this pixel? So how we can calculate this as follows. We take the j value. So we take the j value and we see in this case it's 2. That means in this case it's in the second row. And yeah, remember that the rows start with 0. But yeah, it's in the second row starting with counting with 0. But that means we already we are kind of after 2 full rows, right? So if let's say the number of columns is n and the number of rows is m, then we have two times. So we have like okay, we want to know where's the 8th pixel, and we know it's the 8th pixel values. They will be somewhere here in the array, and we are already have 2 full rows before of that, right? So we have 2 rows before of that, which we are looking for the second row here, right? So 2 full rows before of that, so that's 2 times, and each row contains n pixels, right? So 2 times n, and each pixel has 4 entries, right? There's 4 values in this array, so we have to calculate that. We have 2 rows, we have per row n pixels, and per pixel we have 4 values. So that means so many entries, so many fields in the array, we have to certainly go to the right, because that's all values for the first 2 rows basically, right? So we have that, but still we are not at our field, because still in the second row now we have some fields before of that, and we basically have to now count. Okay, we want to go to the first column now, which means then we have 1 field in this case before of that, so we have 1 times 4 fields before of that. So yeah, we have to always understand for each pixel we have 4 values, so we have to always count that in. So if you generalize that, we have actually j times n times 4 plus I times 4. So here this is the number of values in the array coming before the 8th pixel. So here we have this number of values before coming to this one. So if we now want to specify this, and this, we now add plus 0 plus plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, so this value plus these values are the 4 values in this long array here for the 8th pixel in this case. So yeah, that's not trivial to understand, but yeah, that's how it works, and we will implement that now and see how we can actually do that. Yeah, so what we want to do is actually set the pixel, the colors for a certain pixel, and let's say we do exactly that. We specify some column number and some row number and some column number. Let's do it like that. We say row and column, and I work here with the size x and size y, which is the length basically of our canvas. So size x is the width, and size y is the height of the canvas. And let's say we want to color the middle pixel, so the pixel in the middle of the canvas, which has this coordinate. It is exactly in the middle row and the middle column, basically. So now we have to use the pixels array. The pixels array is an intern P5.js array with exactly the properties which I explained before. And yeah, what we have to do now is that we have to calculate the position of these coordinates, and it works like how I described. We take 4 times size x times the number of rows plus 4 times the number of columns, and that will be the position. So if I take this position, and now we can specify 4 values, which is the position at +0, at +1, +2, and +3, which is the 4 values at the pixel of this coordinate. So it will be the pixel in the middle of this canvas, and to set the red value, we have to set colors here. So this will be red, this will be blue, this will be green, this will be alpha. So these are the 4 values we can now set for this pixel. Let's say we want to make it red, so we make the red one full, the blue empty, the green empty, and the alpha we make full as well, because we don't want it to be transparent but to be not transparent, so to say. So if you do that and I press play, okay, we do not see the color there. So something we have to do as well is to set the pixel density to 1. Here there's an I too much. That just means that's another point to think about, because you can set how dense pixels shall be represented, but that's another point. What we want to do is pixel density set to 1. That means basically that each coordinate has exactly 1 pixel, so it's kind of the intuitive way. So we can set the color of each pixel basically. So we have to do that, and still I do not see a red point in the middle of the canvas, so maybe I didn't calculate that right. And yeah, I forgot completely about something, which is we have to load pixels and update pixels before using or before setting any values on the pixels array. So if we change values on the pixels array, we first have to load these pixels, and after we have to update the pixel. If we don't do that, nothing happens. And now we can actually see that it works. We can see a little point here in the middle, but as we can see, it's not a red, but what it should be red. So what is the problem here? Something we should do actually is to round the coordinates. That may not be the problem now with this color here, but just to be sure. Okay, it was a problem. It seems that because we didn't round the coordinate, maybe this 250 was the green value of another position. So maybe it didn't calculate the position in the right way, or the row and column. Yeah, I'm not sure actually what was the problem here. But yeah, we want to have integers here, right? To really get an integer here to have the correct position here, right? So we have to round that. So now we can see a little red dot here in the middle, and we can set that to another color if we like. I can add the green. That doesn't too much. We can add blue as well. So now it should be a white dot, right? And yeah, what we can do as well is to actually now do some more complicated stuff. So I will do something here now. So what I did here now is to actually outsource this code for this setting the colors for a certain pixel coordinate, and I'm kind of giving a color here where I give a color to that function and then just set the according array values, pixels array values according to the red, blue, green and alpha value of that color. And then actually I can use that function and do something more complicated, which is just to actually iterate over all the canvas pixel coordinates and just say basically if the sum of the two x and y coordinates are even, color it white, and if it's not even, color it black. So that basically will do that. Black and white will just kind of, so it will go black, white, black, white, black, white. And yeah, so we can do stuff like that. Just remember, and just a little hint, whenever your code gets slow or the browser gets slow, it may be that looping over this code all the time is very hard very hard to do, and it makes sense to use no loop, which means it will actually, the draw method is now not looped, it doesn't get looped. Just as soon as I execute loop again, it will restart to loop. That means restart to run that draw function like 30 times per second or whatever. So yeah, remember that no loop can be very powerful to use. So in this code, it will actually just draw once. So the draw method will be executed exactly once and not again. So that brings this little thing, and we can, if we look close, at least me, if I look close here, we can see that it's going black, white, and black, white. So that's how we set pixel colors for each pixel individually. So that's it for this video. So now you know how to use the pixels array in P5.js and color specific pixels as you like, and that is very powerful when you actually have some nice definition to use. And in the next video I will use the definition for the Mandelbrot set and color each pixel individually depending on whether it's part of the Mandelbrot set or not. This will create a really nice image and really nice picture. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I did, and I hope to see you in the next video. See you.